ironically, the focus today is a parent's faith. A parent's faith. Like a mom and dad's faith. And see, the good news is, as we are contemplating that, you may go in your mind and say, well, my mom and daddy were not praying people. Good. That means you ought to be one.
Come on now.
Amen. Amen.
Every kid's initial desire ought to be better or greater in life than your parents were.
All right.
Yeah. See, for every woman who, well, my mama didn't do this, my mama didn't do that. Well, be that for your own kids. Be the mama that your mama wasn't. Be the daddy that your daddy wasn't. You know, I don't care how great you think your mama or your daddy was. Your initial ambition in life ought to be better than they were.
Amen.
And if they were where they needed to be in God, that's exactly where they want you to be. I don't want you to just do what I did. I don't want you to just accomplish what I accomplished. I want you to accomplish greater. I want you to do better. Go further in life than I did. All right? So we'll look at several things in today's lesson. I want to read 11:23. And as usual, the writer presupposes we have a good working knowledge of what happened in the Old Testament, but we'll see. Now watch this. We made a considerable jump from Joseph all the way to Moses. All right? Watch this. Look at 11:23.
Prompted by faith, Moses, after his birth, was kept concealed for 3 months by his parents, because they saw how comely the child was, and they were not overawed and terrified by the king's decree.
Now, watch this. This is what reading with a little understanding helps you with. Now, Dorothy, look at the verse. Look at the first line. What do you see? Look at it. Who is the verse about?
His parents.
See, Dorothy said the verse is about Moses and his faith. Now look at it again. Who is the verse about?
His parents. Well, him too, but both.
Heard you the first time.
Okay.
Well, it's sure taking a long time to look at that verse. See? And that's the importance, and that's how God's word is. Now, Dorothy, it says, prompted by faith, Moses. Make you think the verse is about Moses. It can't be about Moses.
Because he's a baby.
He ain't got nothing.
Right.
He ain't got no faith at birth.
Right.
He ain't got nothing.
Right.
He couldn't keep himself for 3 months after birth.
Right.
All right? So even though it lists him, and at the same time does not really list his mom and daddy, the only reason why he survived this period of his life was because somebody else. Now, watch this. They weren't afraid. They weren't impressed by the then just made up law of the land. See if we got time to unpack that or not. Now, watch this. Let's see where we are. Genesis 29. Verse 32. The reason why we're taking this route is because we have more questions than we ever get answers to. You meet somebody simply and it's like, hey, what's your name? Dorothy. Well, who named you? You know, half the time as adults, we don't know who named us? Ain't that tragic?
My Aunt Dorothy named me.
See? Now, why did she give you that name?
That I don't know. Yes, I do. Because she took my mom's name that she had listed for her kids and named her kids the name that my mom had for her kids. So she named my mom's kid. My sister's name is supposed to have been Marie, which is my cousin's name. My brother's name is supposed to be Jeffrey.
What's all
which
this
is my
supposed to
cousin's
be?
name. Did a swap.
See, we had a whole lesson last night on, see, the importance of names. So see, now, yeah, ain't that amazing? Now, how come I was supposed to have this name, but I wound up with this name?
Right. And then it's a trip because my Aunt Dorothy is a shopaholic. I'm not a shopaholic, but I have some similarities. I can't go in the store and just get what I'm going to get. Jerry said, Mom, write on the list. How many things you have on the list? I said 5. She said, how many things you can come back out with? 5. I don't come back with 5. Because if I see something that's a bargain, I get it right then. And it's like I never can go in the store and just come out. My aunt go to all the stores and she never get what she's supposed to get.
I don't think that's just Dorothy, though. Yeah, I don't think that's just because your name is Dorothy.
No, I'm just.
Because if that's the case, then that goes every woman I know is named Dorothy. Almost. Don't say wild toy. It's some men named Dorothy too, if that's the case. Watch this. Watch this. Background. This is so important. You need to see this. 32.
And Leah became pregnant and bore a son and named him Reuben.
Now watch this. Now see the origin of this. Now Jacob, who wanted to be married to Rachel, but got married to Leah first. Can't give you all that background. God saw that she was hated. She started having kids first. Reuben is the oldest, 33.
For she said, behold,
33.
oh, okay, I'm sorry. Leah became pregnant again
Watch
and
this.
bore a son and said, because the Lord heard that I am despised.
Yeah, and I got like 700 verses to read. Now, you see the last part? You see what his name was?
And she named him Simeon, God hears.
Now, 34.
And she became...
Stop. All the way to the bottom.
Therefore he was named Levi, companion.
That's the third son. 35. Judah was the fourth son.
Right.
Levi was her third son. Genesis 46:11. Come on.
The sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari.
He only had 3 boys. Now, Exodus 6:18. Want to zoom in on the middle boy, Kohath. You say, why is all this necessary? Because see, there's a verse that we're going to read about Moses' family, and without this, well, none of that makes sense. All right? Watch this. Look at verse 18.
The sons of Kohath.
Which is Levi's middle boy. Come on.
Amram.
Which is all that's important.
Hebron.
Amram. That's the only one we need.
All right, Amram.
Now, go to verse 20.
Amram took Jehoshaphat, his father's sister, as wife.
Stop. A point was made last night, and you wonder why this becomes acceptable in all of this, and, intermarrying and all of this. Now do the math. If Amram took his father's sister, who is that?
His
aunt.
Well, then what do they make their kids? Crazy. That's what they make them. All right. So now, when you start talking about how dysfunctional, you don't even know what dysfunction means. And the purpose of this is God has been dealing with dysfunctional people from the beginning of time. He's a professional at it. So that's why it don't matter what's going on with you, what's going on with your family, how nuts or how crazy all of y'all are. God says, Come on, that's the perfect candidate. I'm used to that.
Yes.
So Amram got Jochebed, his father's sister, as wife. Here it is, and
she bore him Aaron and Moses.
that's all that's important. Now watch this. Now, because of the culture, it makes you think they just had the two boys. Go to Exodus 15:20. People think the Bible is sexist, is prejudice, is all of that. Now, anytime you have, Exodus 15:20, anytime anybody, Marissa, has seen a movie, before the movie starts, it's some names up in the front. Who are those people? We say actors and characters, but more importantly, them the stars. Make no mistake about it. But now watch this. They don't do none of the stunts. They don't do their makeup. They don't do their hair. They don't do wardrobe. They don't do set design. They don't do none of that. Now, when the movie is over, we jump our tail up and leave. Failing to realize, if it were not for all them names, at the end of the movie, the folk in the front wouldn't matter. So now watch this. The Bible lists the stars, but we know and understand without all these other side folk. That's why you're reading this. Now see, there was no mention. Watch 15:20.
Then Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron.
Where did she come from? Now she has a role to play, but she's not a star.
There you go. Still need them.
See y'all, watch this, and this is what you're missing. I want to be a star. You want to be whatever God then ordained you to be. See, I got news for you, Toy. See, the people that's behind the scenes, when the star is trying to find roles and trying to find parts to fit his life and trying to find this and trying to find that, they're behind the scenes folks, they working every day.
Yes, sir. Come on now.
Yeah, I need camera work, I need set design, I need costume, I need this, I need that, I need this. See, while you working on a part, these folk working every day.
Make sure you're forward.
Same thing in the church. I want to be a star. I want to be a star. Stars work every now and then. Behind the scenes folk got to work every day. Watch this. And yeah, when you work every day for God, you get blessed every day by God. Anybody hear nothing I'm saying? So I just want you to see that Aaron is the oldest, Miriam was the second, and Moses is the baby boy. Now, Exodus chapter 1, verse 7. Here we go. Now, this is what I want you to, there's so many pieces of this, I'll just give you what we can in the time we have left. Mother Deborah made a statement last night, you know, all of the wrong, the ills, the stuff that was, God took all of that. We call it wrong, we call it whatever we want to call it. God calls it journey. There were certain things put on our journey, Marissa, for one reason. You thought it was to slow you down, kill you, destroy you. No, there was real purpose on your life.
Oh my God.
The devil knew. I don't know all of it, but I know his purpose on that kind of life. Yeah. So now it becomes my job. I can't stop God, but I can delay. I can distract. I can discourage. Did you hear what I said? Not God, the one who don't understand the purpose and the call of God on their life. And so we get caught up with all that's going on and miss the fact that I was called from somewhere to get somewhere.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch this. So now, these verses let you know, you want to blame your drug addiction. No. You have to go back further than that. You have to blame your mom and daddy who moved in their neighborhood because they thought this was going to be the best place to raise my kids. Not understanding, I didn't consult God, I didn't seek God. I didn't know it was going to be a drug house right down the street from my house. I didn't know somebody in that house was going to influence somebody in my house, and then it becomes a 10, 15, or 20-year drug addiction, and we want to blame the drug house, the neighborhood, failing to realize if I just focus on God, and I understand journey, God and God alone takes all of these components of our life to get us right where He needs us to be. Watch this. Look at Exodus 1:7.
But the descendants of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly.
Come on.
They multiplied and grew exceedingly strong, and the land was full of them.
Now, they don't even know why they're there. Joseph is there. Brother sold him. God said, I'm going to use this bad thing in your life and save not only your family, but save the rest of the world. But then Joseph does something unusual. Hey, we live. I'm in charge here. I'm in the suburbs. I'm living in a good spot. Why don't all y'all come stay with me? I'll take care of y'all. So they leave the land of inheritance to go to Egypt. God tells the old man before he get there, don't worry about it. He was hesitant to go because he knew Abraham stayed here. His daddy stayed here. And he was commanded Kenny to stay in the land. But the boy that he loved so much said, Daddy, come live with me. Ain't this a pickle? Do I obey God or do I go with the son of my heart? God confirms. Don't let it be a hard decision. Go on down there. I'm going to go down there with you. I'm going to stay down there with you.
Amen.
Because I'm going to use what you think is a vacation place to be a development place.
All right.
See, y'all, all of us, wherever our preferred place of sin was, when we got there, it was just like Egypt. It was good. I don't care what you're talking about. Yeah, wherever your preferred place and whatever your preferred activity of sin was, when you first got into it, oh man, what took so long for me to get here? I mean, you know, if I'd have known this, I'd have came 2 or 3 weeks sooner. Just like Egypt. It was good on the front end, but after a while, see, when we get there, Kenny, we start doing sin. But then after a while, probably sin start doing us. That's when it stopped being fun. See, on the front end, you was going when you wanted to.
Right.
See, then after a while, you get made to go. I don't even feel like it, but it make you go. It force you to go. It compel you to go. And then sometimes we whining and crying all the way there, but can't stop ourselves from going. Watch this. Do you know when you're in a place that God has not ordained, if He don't make it uncomfortable, you'll stay there forever?
Yes, sir.
Anybody hear nothing I'm saying?
All right. Amen.
Amen.
Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's on purpose. But see, that's why when you look at certain houses and you got a mama and a daddy and a 60-year-old kid that ain't never moved out, that ain't the kid's fault. That's the mama and daddy's fault. Because see, you done made life so wonderful. This kid, shoot, what am I going somewhere else for? Ain't nowhere else better than this. Somebody, all the bills come in their name. This they refrigerator. This they electricity.
Right.
This they car we drive. This they put gas in there. See, it's not until things become uncomfortable that you say, you know what, I'm sick of this. What you want to do about that? You need what? You need your what? I need my own place. You sure do. Let me tell you how good I am. I'm gonna buy the luggage for you. And I'm gonna help you pack. Yeah. What? You wanna leave it by bike, skateboard, wagon? What you wanna leave it by horse, buggy, train, plane? I'll take you wherever you wanna go. I'll drop you off. Hey, where you going? I'll give you some money on the trip. Hurry up, let's get there. Watch this. God is blessing them. They just fruitful and increased abundantly. You know how you increase abundantly? We didn't get in church now. Okay. They multiplied. You know how they multiplied?
Yes, sir.
It wasn't but 70 when they went in. How many on they 70 now? Watch this. The Bible says the land was full of them. Hey, come on.
Now a new king arose over Egypt who did not know Joseph.
It never fails.
There's a problem.
Yeah. See, the person that was running sin when we got in, don't stay.
Come on, man.
It's always a new joker that show up to disrupt everything. He said to the people, watch this.
Behold, the Israelites are...
He said to his people, this is what the new king said to the Egyptians.
Behold, the Israelites are too many and too mighty for us, and they outnumber us both in people and in strength.
They just showed you, this is how slavery works. The only way slavery works is, I gotta make you believe something that ain't true. Ain't nobody heard nothing I said. The only way you can enslave a person is to make them believe something that ain't true.
Oh, that's good.
Egypt rough and manhandled them and tried to make Israel believe they have the upper hand. Did you hear what the king just said? First of all, let the record show they are already too many of them. But Israel never stopped to count. Here come 5 soldiers to arrest 200 of us. Really? How's that even possible? You believe something that ain't true? Yeah. Watch this. They outnumber us, both in people and in. The only problem is Israel don't know it. Yeah. Ain't nothing changed, Mother Deborah. We outnumber the devil in size and strength. Yeah. But he manhandles us because he causes us to believe something that ain't true.
Right.
What we're going to do then? Verse 10, come on.
Come, let us deal shrewdly with them, lest they multiply more, and should war befall us, they join our enemies, fight against us, and escape out of the land.
So we need them to work for us, but we also need them to fight for us. Wow. We always sometimes, ooh, the devil is busy. He ain't more busy than you. And we ain't busy doing the work of God. Watch this. Let's deal shrewdly. What do you mean? Let's get in their head. Because if we control what they think, we can control what they do. Yeah. Anybody hear nothing I'm saying? Right. What is the real problem? Lest they we need to do something to stop the numbers. How were the numbers coming?
Multiplying.
See, you're missing the point. See, husbands were going home because in this culture, the wife wasn't working.
Right.
So when the husband gets home, guess who's there to minister to him?
Right.
Because what she understands is tomorrow. You won't say it loud though.
You got to do it all over again.
And outside of cooking, clean, all that, the only thing I know to do that'll put you in the best frame of mind to go out there and get it again, she put it on him. Y'all ain't hear nothing I'm saying. So watch this. The Egyptian said, hey, let's stop all this sex. Because sex is what's bringing all these kids. All right. Y'all missing the point. Come on now. How you going to do it? Verse 11, let's see if it works.
So they set over the Israelites taskmasters to afflict and oppress them with increased burdens.
Stop. You already had a job assignment.
Right.
But they done decided that I'm going to create such a terrible work environment that what happens at work is going to affect what happens at home. Everybody hear nothing I'm saying?
Stress and tiredness.
I'm going to vex you so at work that you're going to take work home, and work is going to interfere between you and your wife, you and your husband, and whatever else is going to go on, I'm going to tell you what ain't supposed to go on. I just want to affect the sex. Y'all can watch TV, hold hands, drink margaritas, I don't care, because don't none of that. You won't say it loud. Watch this. They increased the burdens, afflicted them. They set over the Israelites taskmasters. That's where supervisors come from. Not to make the job better. I only showed up for one reason. To drive you nuts. Watch this. And in In the midst of all that, build my cities for me. Now, watch this. Let's see what happens. Look at verse 12.
But the more the Egyptians oppressed them, the more they multiplied.
Right! The harder the job, she was at the door waiting. Oh, wow, they beat you down like that? Come on in here, let me build you back up again. You missed it. Mother Deborah, the work atmosphere increased, so the house atmosphere increased. Wow. Ain't nobody hear nothing I'm saying. That's why your house tore up. Because, see, work got harder and sex got weaker. I'm in the room by myself. Work intensified and sex came down to nothing. Y'all ain't hear nothing I'm saying. And then you wonder why that man, whoever, don't want to go to work the next day. See, I'm 2 miles ahead of y'all. What about the wife and the husband at work? That means it ought to be 4th of July in that joint every night. Anybody hear what I'm saying? If you and the wife out working, get y'all tail handed to you every day by the job, that means when both of y'all get home, you know what? We on the clock. Let me manage this. Get the kids bathed, fed, all this. Got your homework done, Johnny? Sue, you ready? You good? You got a little project done? You got the macrame on that? Good, good. Why what y'all rushing up? Because me and your daddy have an appointment tonight. And we ain't got all night to be fooling around because we get up too early in the morning. Y'all ain't hear nothing I'm saying. It should be, your kids should be it should be 4th of July to every, boom, 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 boom. Ah, it should be fireworks and everything. Why? Because you know what? Me and your mama got to hit it in the morning. Why ain't that? Because we have been reduced to understanding we get beat down like a son of a gun at work. And then come home and ain't nothing there waiting on us. Now put this on YouTube. Come on.
I find this so awesome because
You trying to hit on?
because when you look at this scene, and you just look at it from a physical point of view, you just think about they just have a scene. They look at it as a physical thing, but it's also spiritual and mental because how God started up in the beginning with Adam and Eve become one. That ain't just becoming one as you can become one as being physically one, but spiritually you become one. And because you get so broke down mentally and spiritually from work. So when you go home, you build one another. Yeah, you come together physically, but you building one another up spiritually and mentally at the same time. So when I go out the next day, I'm so built up spiritually. I don't know what's going on, what I'm going to deal with the next day.
Now, see, that's church talk. Let me tell you what he said in English.
Break it down.
Toy, leave that come up. What? Yeah, I speak church lingo. I speak church. Listen, we have functioned. Watch this. We have functioned barely off of sex. Here's the difference. See, you can't make love unless you have love. Now, that's what the man tried to tell y'all. See, yeah, you done had some type of an experience. Let me break out a little bit, you know, and you had a sexual encounter and wondered why that didn't change the next day.
Come on.
Right?
No. The time that we live in, you don't need a sexual experience, you need a love, but you can't make love and not have love.
Good.
Yeah.
See, when you are authentically in love with the person you laying next to, and life and living fosters and generates being in love with them, it's a different experience. See, now, that's what I'm talking about. See, I can't give you the church, I can't give you the real lingo. See, yeah, because see, when you're in the street, they ask you, do you know the difference between making love and it's another word they use? See, watch this. See, when you're first asked that, you think it's the same. And if you think it's the same, the person asking, no, you don't know the difference. Yeah. See, you don't know, you can't talk sex, you can talk food. See, if you think dressing and stuffing is the same, you don't even need to be in the kitchen or at the table.
They are.
Ain't almost the same.
No.
I got news for you, because it ain't nowhere near close to the
Ain't almost
same.
the same.
Watch this. Watch this. When you get mashed potatoes and ask you want brown or white gravy, I already know who in the kitchen.
Right. Right.
That's for real though.
I don't know nobody
Yeah.
that put white gravy on.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah. See, we like our gravy like we like to look in the mirror. That's what.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. 11. Hey, let's oppress them. Why? Go back to 11. See, y'all, and y'all, everybody want to always get funny. Everybody want to get sensitive when you start talking about sex or whatever in the church. You know what? Church folk can go to hell.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we're in the condition we in, you know, oh, you can't talk about this. Oh, you can't talk about that. Oh, you can't talk about this. Oh, don't address it. Oh, look at it. You ain't saying it when you watch TV.
Yeah.
You ain't saying it at the movies. Come on, Dick.
And that's the biggest thing that he's destroying the churches of God with.
Yeah.
Knowledge of love and sex and this and that.
Real.
The real stuff.
Come on now. Real John.
Down nitty gritty stuff. He tearing the church up with it. Because we so holy up in the church. And behind the church, behind the dumpster, you got the skirt up.
The real holy.
You know what I'm saying? So man, hey, it's time out. And this week I had a true experience. I mean, some that was this is, man, look, I'm trying to tell you, the Holy Spirit is so awesome. Some stuff that had me locked up from early 80s, Pastor. That you know when stuff happened to you, you start blaming yourself. You put that little guy in a box in the back of your mind and just leave him there. And some comes to where, okay, that little guy gonna have to come out of there if you're gonna be unlocked on this level. The Lord allowed that little guy to come out of that corner back in the back of my mind out to the forefront this week.
Yeah, bro.
Because he wanted me unlocked on every level I can be unlocked on.
See?
Praise God.
I'm just going to ask you to excuse yourself from the sanctuary. Look at what he said at 22.
Then Pharaoh charged all his people, saying,
Listen to this.
every son born to the Hebrews you shall cast into the river
Throw him
Nile.
where?
Into the river.
That was the water.
Drown-
Put him in the river.
Yeah, she did.
Go back to chapter 2. Verse 3.
Exodus 2.
Exodus 2 and 3, yeah. Watch this. This is what I want you to see, church. When you realize how bad God is, the very thing that has been spoken to destroy you, God said, I'm going to use it to bless you. Watch this. If it's a boy, put him in the river. When she could no longer hide him, she put him in the river.
Yep.
Wait! Verse 1, then we got to pray. Y'all, well.
And his sister Miriam stood some distance away to learn what would be done to him.
Because she don't know. But now what you do know is, this ain't a regular kid.
Right.
He wasn't just a beautiful kid. The scripture says, so whatever you think beautiful is, Moses way down the street somewhere.
Right.
Watch this. 5 and we out.
Now the daughter of Pharaoh came
Of
down.
all people who would know her daddy's law. Now, this ain't a regular woman. Wait a minute. This not only the daughter of the king, it's a daughter that ain't got no kids.
Right.
That's right.
Look at God. And she came down to bathe.
At the river, and her maidens,
Just at the same time this boy is floating down the river. You're missing God. And her,
maidens walked along the bank.
because she out here bathing, we just making sure everything is cool. Can't have nobody out there peeping at all this predators, all this watching, not the king's daughter.
She saw the ark among the rushes and sent her maid to fetch it.
Did you see that? Now you're supposed to be taking a bath, but you done seen something floating in there. Hey, y'all go give me that. Go bring that to me. This God, you got to see God. Now he ain't said nothing. All because this water just rocking it, man. We got to pray. When she opened it and saw the child, watch this.
And behold, the baby cried.
At that moment, at that moment, because this pretty baby is crying, watch this, she
took pity on him and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children."
see, and we'll pick up right there. She knew.
Yes.
See, because he was wrapped up in a certain type of wrapping.
Yeah.
So when she made that revelation, what was she supposed to do?
Put them in the room.
Flip him over and just,
Dump them out.
watch this. See, y'all want to laugh at me. Toy, she probably would have if this was an ugly baby. All right. See, but when it's God, see, God cover all the bases. I don't care what culture you are. Women kill for a son. Yeah, we love and appreciate the daughters, but a man child,
Yes.
and it was a pretty baby, and she ain't got none. Wow. This is one of the Hebrew children, but because he cried at the right time, she took pity on him. Y'all don't even understand. If you just let God be God,
All right.
you're trying to figure out how you're going to make it. God will fix the thing to where you get paid to make it.
All right.
Father, we thank you, we praise you so much for our Sabbath school time. Thank you. Thank you for your word. Thank you for the faith of these parents. Oh, it was snakes, crocodiles, and all kind of stuff in this water. But I ain't worried about what was in the water. I'm worried more about the people around the water. But when we let you be God, you will take that is the worst and the most dangerous and it not even touch us. The one who gives the order will turn right around and nourish and develop us right in his face. You get all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. So now,